and sold. So I'm just trying to figure
Okay.
out what's going on with the
Uh,
account.
well, first of all, they can't sell the debt. It's a federal debt that they can't. They don't sell those.
Okay.
They also don't. They don't write these off either as well.
Okay.
Uh, there is. I do see that you're posting a federal offset monthly to your balance
Correct.
for the account.
And it's weird because like literally they racked up about $4,000 in fees. Like the account balance was originally maybe no more than $1,500, and next thing I know it was 5,000.
Yeah, I do. I see. Looks like an original balance of 5,404.17. It is continuing to post interest as well monthly, so it's right now adding about $33 to the balance.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it just started the federal offset in 22 this year.
That's correct. It would have been
22.
That would have been March or April of this year. I went without income for 5 years.
I see. So it looks like it was just sitting, pretty much nothing but interest posting to it every year, all year long.
Is there any way to combat that interest?
The interest will continue until you get to a zero balance. Making a payment or a partial payment, it won't stop the federal offset or the government garnishment as well.
Okay. Well,
Are you back to work now? Are you
No.
go into like a voluntary arrangement? Do you?
No, I'm not. After 5 years of no employment, I did get Social Security. So that's my primary source of income, my only source of income right now. And the reason we're having this conversation is because I'm trying to purchase a home. So you can imagine the mortgage company, the lenders, they want to know more about this debt. And they were looking for something like, a payment plan, but all I get regarding this debt is the documentation of the bill, where it obviously deducts $208 every month. And they were looking for a little bit more. So, is there any type of paperwork you could provide for them, or?
There isn't. You should get something from the Bureau of Fiscal Services regarding that. This is an involuntary payment, not a payment plan.
Exactly, and that's kind
we
of.
don't know.
We
don't know until we actually get the funds from the Department of Treasury. What's going to post?
Exactly. Yes, I've
how long it's going to continue.
Exactly. I've explained the same thing to them, and I haven't heard anything back as of yet, but I do know that initially, the two documents, I get one obviously from the income, which is Social Security acknowledging the debt, and then I get one from the debtor, which is like the bill from AFES. So other than those two documents, there's nothing that really says, and I tried to explain that that's not how garnishments work. You just pay them off. But I told him I would call, so I did, just to see if you guys had anything you could provide.
Yeah, at any time we can send balance statements of what balance we have at the time, but we don't get any updates from the Department of Treasury like that.
Okay, well, anything would help. Since you guys do balance statements, is there any way I can have one sent via email, or could you send it straight to the mortgager?
Yeah, we could send it to the mortgage well, we can't email anything to you.
It all has to be by mail?
Yeah, and then that would entail you changing your mailing address, so I don't know. I could get something mailed out to you so you can forward it to them. Are you trying to include it maybe in your loan with your home loan?
That's correct.
Okay.
Because right now they're trying, because what's taking...
might be able to request an email direct to the mortgage company depending on what type of email they have.
Okay, that will work.
Trying to include it into the
That would work because, you know, like what I'm experiencing right now is they're trying to pretty much situate my mortgage to be for more than what I get. So I get $14.67 a month minus what AFES gets. And then they were even tagging on a couple of $100 because there's no tax associated with Social Security, and they were told that they can round up. And this is a VA home loan, you know, so they have all these stipulations, you know, and it's just they're able to do it. And so if I don't provide something to them, they're going to have me down on paper as earning $400, $400 to $600 more than I actually get, which means that I'll be $400 to $600 short every month.
Now, they're really pretty strict on emails. I mean, all correspondence is usually via mail or, you know, over the phone, or it could be recorded. But I can, if you have the email for the mortgage company, I can put in a request to see if they will send it.
I understand. Okay, the name for this representative that's doing the underwriting, her name is Nicole.
Nicole.
Correct. Dot Mistretta, which is M as in mango, I as in India, S as in Sierra, T as in Tango, R as in Romeo, E as in Echo, T as in Tango, T as in Tango, Alpha.
Okay, Nicole dot Mistretta.
Correct. At veteransunited.com.
Veteransunited.com. Okay. And I will go ahead and send for our clerical, see if we can get anything out. Now, is the 350 Upland Avenue still?
That's my current address. Did you say 350 or 315?
315, I beg your pardon.
That's okay.
315.
Yes, that's correct. And it's an apartment up. This is a duplex, so there's an upstairs and a downstairs unit. I'm in the up.
Okay. So it has a PER and then Akron, Ohio 4431. So.
PER. Oh, upper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. That's absolutely fine. That's correct.
Okay, I'm just going to spell out upper. Maybe it will let me. It's probably just cutting it off because of the space filed into this. Is this number the best number to reach you, or the contact phone number?
Yes. I call from the number don't nobody got.
They had you at Teamworks USA, so is that no longer current?
That's no longer current. And Teamworks USA, that sounds like Middletown, Ohio, which has been really forever ago. I'm talking about a couple of decades.
Yeah, it could have been pretty old. That counts pretty. It's been here, been in collection for quite a while.
Yeah.
All right, I will get this over to our clerical and see if they can get that sent out to the mortgage company. I mean, it sounds like that would be your best bet, just try to get it just included with the mortgage and get it paid off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Otherwise, you'll be looking at those offsets for a good long while still.
Right, absolutely. Okay, well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Is there any type of reference?
Questions otherwise in consent?
Yes. Is there any type of
I'm going to go ahead and mail you out a balance statement as well, so that it'll, you know, in case there's any problem with the email.
Can I give you my new address to mail it to?
Yeah, if you haven't.
Okay, it will be.
You need to change this address.
Absolutely. It will be 420
Okay.
East Baker, or East Baker Street, 420 East Baker Street. And that's in Asher, Asher, Oklahoma. The zip code there is 74826.
Okay. We'll get that one saved then. And then I'll get that sent out, and then I'll see if we can get that emailed over to the mortgage company.
Okay, again, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye. It's hung up. Okay. Hello there. I know there was an issue with mail, so I have attached a Gus form for you. I still wanted to give you up your subsidy. Thanks. Have a nice day. Yeah, I do want to give up my subsidy. This AMHA stuff. Didn't that chicken look good? Okay, so they said that yesterday, they said that Kelly was going to put her car back in these other places to make sure that I wasn't able to leave wherever I wanted to, because it was making Samantha uncomfortable. They said, well, Samantha seen me pull off that night, so this is like 2 nights ago when I go to Walmart around, I don't know, 8 or 9 p.m. Her and Cole were on her porch, as they've been doing for like the last week straight, with the light on. Okay, trying to manipulate reality and lying about who's who and where's where. And it was all about lights, decor lights. So they said in order for her to get out of this situation, like the last night was the first night I turned my decor lights in the living room off, which is often where they claim that those 2 porches are. Either the living room or the stairway of my apartment is what they were calling their porches. So last night was the last night, the first night I turned them off, because you know I've kind of been wrapping them up over the last week and a half or so. And they told me that they were going to put Kelly back in this other place, and that she was going to start parking her car back in the driveway to try to pose as a roadblock to make sure that I wouldn't go anywhere and make people uncomfortable at night. And they said that was how she was going to sustain herself and maintain her interest, by claiming that she was doing something to me. Okay, like if I felt I needed to go anywhere, I'd be parked on the street. I'm parked in the driveway for a reason. And they all know that, but that's not what they're telling me. So, anyhow. So tonight, she cuts them off, but she quickly cuts them off. A lot like the night that she saw me take off. You know, like they had them on, they were out there. And then like, it was like I surfaced outside and something went wrong, and they hurried up and they turned them off. And I've been outside, in and out, you know, like putting things in my trunk and situating my trunk now that I freed up some space and don't have those chairs in the back seat of my car. Like, and I suppose it's conflicting with what they got going on. However, look, this is a whole other situation. When Kelly's son was driving her doom buggy, it was sounding like a doom buggy. Not at first, but gradually it began to sound more and more like a doom buggy. And he'd speed off and go, you know, like make the doom buggy sound. You know, it sounded like not a go-kart, but a doom buggy. So anyhow, covertly, she's been mad about something that she had no motherfucking way of knowing. Okay, is that I refer to her car as a doom buggy. And ever since then, you know, she's been kind of, you know, pulling these stunts in the driveway, trying to call her vehicle mine and mine hers, and making sure that hers didn't make a sound when she pulled off by applying the attacks on her vehicle to my car. So anyhow, like I said, when her son was driving, it was sounding more and more like a doom buggy every day. Her boyfriend's car has been sounding more like a doom buggy, like extremely old and powerful. And um, today, when she had it, because she now has this, insecurity about it, her car making noises, which is also why she was borrowing someone else's vehicle. She changed it back to like not making a sound so that I wouldn't hear her. It was all about me being so aware of my surroundings and it conflicting with the type of suggestions and lies that they were telling, about me not being coherent and not being, all this cognitive decline lies that they were telling. So to support those lies, that was one of the things. She saw I paid attention to everything that goes on around me, and to make it seem like I couldn't tell when she was coming and going, she made sure her car didn't have a noise. So that was new today. And like I said before, in the past, she would not have an interest in having her car parked in the driveway until I started parking in it. And this is probably, let's see, the trailer with my things in it left on Friday. Today is Wednesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. So 4 days after, like 4 days after my things took off and left, which is also means that's 3 nights that I've been parking in the driveway. She decides to, try to pose herself as a barrier and a block to support her lies. And now her vehicle is being back here. It hasn't been being here. She's been letting her son keep her car. I'm talking about months. Okay, I was parking on the street. I'm bringing you along. You couldn't hear nothing I said. I said, so her bitch shows up, Steve, and he shows up to sabotage me, pretty much claiming he's the landlord, okay? To show his ass up somewhere where he ain't supposed to fucking be. And he down there, you know, like the feds are making sure things align with their lies. So they were trying to make it seem like, you know, my music wasn't playing loud because he was there. And when in fact, it plays louder when he's there because he ain't supposed to fucking be there and she can't call the cops. Okay? So they kept interfering with my connection, my YouTube connection, my speaker, everything, to the point where it's like nothing. It's silent right now. Okay? And they did it, the last time they did it to draw me into my bedroom where the speaker is now at charging because it's nearest his car at the end of the driveway where he was approaching to leave. Okay, they were trying to say that I left the area, calling him me. That's what just happened. He also turned her side light on. You know, like he went and he turned on her side door light, which is an indicator that they were able to manipulate reality for about a month and a half. It's been off, you know, occasionally on once or twice here and there. He went and he turned it on, trying to claim that it's one of the nearby areas, okay? And then, like I said, he took off. But he took off without putting her trash on the curb. So when I went off in a loud tone, the motherfucker scurried his ass off and didn't even put her trash on the curb. You know, last week she didn't put her trash on the motherfucking curb because she was trying to claim that she was at a single family home and claim my trash. They will probably do the same thing this week. Anyhow, let's get to this wishing lantern. I'm going to take this laptop outside and we're going to do the wishing lantern. That bitch. just in awe. Okay, I'm watching it like soar.